Let's move on to main topic number 3. Chris, what is our third main topic today?
This is from Sam Jones. Did you hear the news that Hulu's Ghost Rider series has been canceled due to creative differences? I don't buy it, as the series has been in development for a while, apparently. Do you believe this is really the case, or do you think it has something to do with the alleged reports of Kevin Feige wanting the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider in the MCU and are canning it to pave the way for a movie? How do you guys feel about Ghost Rider?
So first of all, there's this complete piece of garbage show out there that Disney puts out called Agents of Shit, as I call it, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hate that show, wanted to love it. I love Clark Gregg. Clark Gregg is awesome. I will support anything Clark Gregg is in, but I just had to give up on that damn show. It's just terrible. But one of the more redeeming things they've done, and they've had some redeeming moments over the years, is their Ghost Rider character. And remember, they kind of announced that one year that we got Ghost Rider coming to the next season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was like, that's an interesting mix, putting Ghost Rider in there. And they took a different approach. I believe it's Gabriel Luna. Who plays it. I often, back in the day when he was first starting out, I would just keep saying Diego Luna. I would just keep saying Diego. But it was Gabriel Luna playing it. And you know what?
Well, because Diego Luna's on-screen partner in one of my favorite foreign films, Y tu mamá también, was with Gabriel Garcia Bernal. So,
well, there you go. So
sorry,
there's name association. So you have this thing there, and I actually thought, you know what? That's actually not bad. I kind of like what they're doing. I mean, they clearly had a more limited visual effects budget, but what they were doing with the character was actually pretty interesting. Then he left, and they always thought. Then they announced that Hulu's going to have a standalone series. Well, if you didn't hear, that's now gone. Now, this comes to us from Deadline, who wrote, Hulu and the Ghost Rider team had reached a creative impasse which could not be resolved, leading to the streamer's decision not to move forward with the series. It's unclear whether the series will be shopped elsewhere. Now, it should be noted that Hulu is the home to several Marvel properties. We've got The Runaways, which is on there, which I love. The Runaways. It's very different from the comic book, but it's really, really good. And then they've got a couple of other projects coming as well. So it's not like they're getting out of the Marvel property game, especially now that Hulu's owned by Disney.
Is it Hellstorm?
Hellstorm, yeah.
Hellstorm?
And at least that's one. Then they got some animated stuff as well. But it looks like the Ghost Rider thing is done. Now, as far as, do I believe this? Yes, because here's the thing. When studios want to make an excuse for why a project has fallen apart between certain creators and them, the go-to excuse is scheduling conflicts. That's the go-to excuse. When you don't want to say why you're really not having this happen, you just come up with the excuse. Because remember, why am I forgetting the name? Lead guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam. Thank you. Charlie Hunnam was going to be the lead guy in 50 Shades of Grey. And then mysteriously, scheduling conflicts. It's like, really? You didn't know your schedule before you signed up? And then it came out much later on, that of course that was all BS. You don't generally come out and admit to the public, we couldn't get on the same page. We couldn't agree. That's not something you use as an excuse, because that's a little bit of an embarrassment to come out and say that. No, I don't buy the thing that Kevin Feige is not a knee-jerk reaction kind of guy. Kevin Feige has a plan. He didn't just wake up one morning and go, I think I want Ghost Rider now. Change my mind, everybody. Now I want Ghost Rider. Now, Kevin Feige is the type of guy who plans 5 years in advance. He didn't just suddenly wake up one day and go, I think I want Ghost Rider. So no. And now it's not impossible, but I don't buy this notion and this rumor going around that, it's because Kevin Feige wanted Ghost Rider in the MCU. No, I don't buy that at all. I think this really is the case. If they had come out and said scheduling conflicts, I might have bought that they're just trying to cover something up. When they come out and say, no, the showrunners and the producing team wanted to go in one direction, and Hulu just decided, no, that's not the direction we want to go, and they've hit an impasse and they said, no, we just got creative differences, we can't do this. I buy that reasoning. So anyway, Aaron, you hear this reasoning. I mean, look, as somebody who's been involved, particularly in television circles for so long, I mean, you've heard the scheduling conflict thing. You've heard creative differences. Do you think this could be a smokescreen and there's something else going on? Or do you actually buy the official line that they just couldn't get on the same page?
I mean, initially my thought is, what do you mean you can't get on the same page? Like that, it seems like this is so far into the process that it is a little shocking to hear that they just, like, what was the big creative conflict? I'm actually very curious, especially since it's not like this is a new idea. It's, you know, I mean, first of all, Ghost Rider, there's obviously a lot of source material for it, but also this is a character that has been developed, as you said, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So they're setting it up for this, they've been setting it up for the spinoff. So I want to hear more about the story of who were the actual creative differences between, and what were they? My heart goes out to Gabriel Luna. I read something like this, and my first thought as an actor is, wow, that really sucks. You have this great recurring role playing this iconic character, you know, made famous by Nicolas Cage, and then you think you're going to get your own spin-off, and you're preparing for that. Your entire team is preparing for that. You're probably turning down other opportunities. You know, he's coming out in Terminator, the new Terminator soon.
Right, yeah.
So this guy's got a lot of heat on him. God knows there's probably been a lot of other opportunities that have come his way that they've had to pass on because of this show that he's going to be starring in. And then all of a sudden the bottom just drops out from underneath him. So, Gabrielle, my heart goes out to you. I'm not too worried about you, though. You're incredibly talented, and you got a lot of really great stuff coming up. So I'm sure that you're going to be on your feet in no time. I'm not worried about you too bad, but that it still has to be kind of a kick in the dick.
Chris, what do you think about this? Are you surprised that they're pulling the plug on it? Are you surprised by what they're saying? Were you looking forward to this? Where are you at on this?
I was looking very forward to this because I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., god damn it.
There's a lot of people who do. There are a lot of people who do.
Golly Moses. And I think he was so good as the Ghost Rider character. And I really liked seeing that version because I did not like the Nick Cage version. I was super pumped about this. I do think that is absolute nonsense that Feige was like, no, I want him now. It's going to be part of my playset. That's just BS. That can't have happened. I do want all the hot goss. I want to know what happened. I want to know who hated each other on that set. I want to know what was happening in that writer's room. Who kicked whom in the dick?
Yeah, that's the big question. And by the way, look, again, I want to emphasize, it's not impossible that, you know, maybe they've decided to put him in there, but I can't see why they would want that Ghost Rider character in the MCU. I don't see that as a fit. It's not impossible. I just don't really buy. Question is, guys, what do you buy? Do you buy into this whole reason they're giving, that they just ran into a creative impasse? Do you think there's other things going on? Do you think that's exactly what it was? Give me your thoughts. Jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. All right.